Hello, my name's Gary Schotten, and I'm so happy to be with you here today. And we're talking about things that would inspire better business. We hope you're enjoying these teachings and you'll share those with others. Today, we're going to talk about a subject, not all about me. You see, in life, you're going to run into people that you can sense right up front that they're all about them. Man, they're climbing the corporate ladder. They're stepping on people all the way up. They have no relationships that last. They're making issues over every little thing that might make them look bad. They're making sure that they look good. They're with the right people, that they're seen with the right people. They manipulate situations so that they're always at the right spot, always in the candlelight, always in the spotlight. You know, those kind of people, I don't like to hang around at all. Because you know what? They have very shallow relationships because it's all about them. It's everything centered around them. Now, it doesn't come out quite that strong at first, but it's after you get to know them a bit and you start seeing, you know, they're only climbing the ladder. They're only trying to use me to get to the next level. I'm going to suggest that as you own a company, like I own this company, that you get that or rid yourself or train yourself to recognize that's not going to work. It's not going to bring harmony in your company. It's not going to be harmony in the surroundings. You've got to create an atmosphere, a culture in your company, and it comes with the top. You may be the owner, you may be a key manager, you may just be an influencer inside the company, but your actions are read loud and clear. You are the one that are setting in motion the things that need to be corrected, and creating a positive culture is one of those things. You see, the culture of a company, there's no company has a culture. It's the sum of the attitudes of the individuals inside of that company. You know, those individuals, when you stack them over and over again, and the majority will rule in this case many times, and yes, one bad apple can spoil the bunch, that's true, but you have to maintain that we're moving forward with relationships that are very, very positive for you, your customers, your employees, and your customers especially. They can sense that. Now, I have a machine shop. We're here taking these videos where it's quiet. And I have a lot of my friends come tour through the shop. I invite them because I want them to see I'm proud of our company. I'm not bragging, but they walk through with me and I talk with my individuals as I'm walking through, say hi to them, check with them just a little bit in a normal way. And our observers, our visitors, many times say, man, you've got a wonderful culture inside of your company. Well, let me tell you one of the keys, I think. I don't have, and I'm not bragging, but I don't think I have the attitude that this all about Gary. Hey, Gary's bragging on Gary. No, Gary's bragging on the company, the individuals inside of the company. And these individuals know that. It wouldn't be unusual for me to walk up to a machine with my guest and say, hey, why don't you explain what you're doing here? And let them explain what they're doing. That gives them honor. That says they're important to me. Guess what? I cannot make a single part. There's not a single thing I can make here. My job is to increase sales, make sure I have happy customers, make sure that I have pay the bills, make sure I have money for payroll, but I can't make a single part. So we're here as a team. You see, I'm always asking, and our leadership is always, how can I make things better for you? It could be something simple. I noticed that in one of our offices, somebody is fighting with a simple stapler, you know, like a $5 stapler, and they push the stapler and then it messes up and it takes like 15, 30, maybe a minute or two to dig out the staples, and maybe it works. And throw that stapler away and go buy them another stapler. It's not about me, it's about them. How can I make things easier or better? We don't buy old, worn out, junky pieces of equipment because we found out that our workers, our employees, it's better for the company to have high quality machines and equipment, especially on the high dollar CNC computer driven equipment that is required to do these jobs. We may buy a used piece of older equipment that is not significant to us, still important but not significant. So we try to make sure we have good equipment. I'm always asking, how can I make things better? What can I do to help you? What's the most important thing that if I could fix, could I fix to make things better? And a lot of times they joke with me and they say, well, why don't you just get away, go on a trip, get away from here because you keep bugging me. Well, they know that I know that they're joking with me, and I know that when I'm gone, everything runs fine without me. But I want to make things better for them. Examples: we have quality equipment. We have measuring devices. I just purchased a $140,000 what's called a coordinate measuring machine because it will make quality better. In order to put that in place, I'm spending about $15,000 to remodel the quality room. That's the room to put it in, a room that's fairly large now that would hold this piece of equipment. That's going to make things better. Again, I buy equipment that make things better. I ask about tooling. I say, why would we use some old tooling or certain things necessary to make our parts? Let's be innovative and come up with new ideas, suggestions, and improvements to make things better. Because why? It's not all about me. It's about the workers here, and that propagates down into their attitude towards each other. They're now a culture of saying, hey, how can I make it better for the next person in the process of making these parts? Now, we don't make these lessons all about just business. We're going to talk just a little about marriage and relationships at home. This is a good tip for you, that if you have a relationship, is that relationship based upon how you feel? Are you asking that partner, whether it's business or marital or just a dating relationship, are you always saying, well, man, as long as they make me feel good, I'm happy. But as soon as they don't, I'm getting a new one. Well, that won't last very long, I will tell you that. And you would be better off saying to your significant other or that relationship, it could be a friendship, hey, how can I make this better? How can I make our relationship better? Ask sincerely. It's not just a flower on Valentine's Day. How can I make things better and then do some things. Maybe your wife is kind of fed up with an old vacuum sweeper, and it is absolutely a piece of junk, and you've had it for several years. To be honest with you, I don't know how many vacuum sweepers I bought, but I bought a bunch of them because when my wife says this vacuum sweeper doesn't work very well, I go ahead, make a little effort to make sure there's not just a plug filter or something, and I go buy her a brand new vacuum sweeper because I want her job to be better. You know what? That goes a long ways in our relationship. Now, I have to do other things than just buy her a vacuum sweeper, but she knows that I appreciate the job she does in that area, and we bought a brand new washer and dryer, the same thing. I'm not having her wash our clothes with an old piece of junk where I'm driving me a new pickup truck. Hey, we're here to help you. We hope it helps in business and life, in relationships. We thank you for being a part of Inspiring Better Business. Please share these with others. We thank you very much.